Urban hymns, the Verve. Cycling is one of my passions and it benefits my physical and mental health. I probably shouldn't, but I listen to music as I cycle. Mostly I cycle up in the Chiltern Hills where there is a minimum of traffic and a maximum of fresh air. I like to cycle to a destination, and that is usually a small town with charity shops, like Marlow, Risborough, Beaconsfield, etc. In all the time I have been browsing the CD racks in charity shops, one CD has appeared more often than any other. That CD is Urban Hymns by the Verve, only matched by Permission to Land by The Darkness and KT Tunstall's Eye to the Telescope. This is almost certainly not a comment on the quality of these albums, but the massive quantities that were originally sold. I think that when I finally gave in and bought Urban Hymns, it was probably as a 5 for £1 deal. I was in no hurry to have a copy of Urban Hymns because it contains 4 songs that were massive hits and were always on the radio and TV. Lucky Man, Sonnet, Bittersweet Symphony, and The Drugs Don't Work with the memorable line, like a cat in a bag waiting to drown. Bittersweet Symphony is one of the best known songs from that era. It was made notorious when the Rolling Stones sued for royalties. The Verve had been given permission to use a string sample belonging to Jagger and Richards, but was sued because the whole song is built around that one sample. It is also famous for the iconic video of Richard Ashcroft walking down the street. Apparently Ashcroft had no regret for using the sample and losing all his royalties. He just wanted that massive sound. Other than the radio classics, there are yet more big pop tunes with strings and things. But there are also a few attempts at a primal screamadelic rhythmic singing of non-songs with loads of old-fashioned lead guitar type thing. All to that 90s beat that everyone from the Chemical Brothers to the Corrs and the Lighthouse family used all the time. It ends with some Gallagher-ish sweary northern belligerence. It is the sound of an era. Some might say happier times. Urban Hymns, the Verve.